So we'll just give it a few minutes, and then we'll just let the room populate thoroughly. Let's see here. We still have some people that are joining. So, okay, very good. Very, very good. Yes, okay. I think like we're seven minutes past. Thank you all for being here. It's great to have all of you here. I think all of you will be very happy with the call today. I know that most of you who are on are members of L7, and some of you are also members of M3. I think a large portion of you also is a member of M3. You probably heard me on the calls with L7 and M3 several times, but just to reiterate, my name is Tor. I'm from Norway, and I'm very, very pleased to be on this call, and also very proud to be associated with L7 and also with M3. I also have with me Rune, my good friend and colleague for the last, actually we've known each other for 20 years. Very focused, very business-minded individual. I know a lot of you people know him. We have Norman here, we have Camilla here, we have a lot of very strong leaders. We have Sander, we have Crypto King, we have a lot of good people, Terje, that is on and are very, very focused and being very, very productive and proactive. And the reason for this call is actually for everybody to be proactive. The purpose for this call is to also provide all of you with solutions and options that is viable and feasible and understandable for everybody. And I think that everybody has started with L7, not for the short-term investment, but for the long-term investment. And I think that everybody is well aware of the situation that has transpired. And I think a lot of people also are up to date when it comes to the solutions that are at hand when it comes to that, and also some of the problems and obstacles that the management of L7 has had to overcome in that sense. They have very, very strong management, which we all know. We have very good people with us, solution-oriented, professional, that has handled a very difficult situation in a very, very professional way. And what's I would say, a bit unfortunate is miscommunication, misinformation, misunderstandings, and also doubtful thinking, fear-mongering and stuff like that. That doesn't really help anybody in any positive or any constructive way. And we hope to clarify a lot of that on this call, so we can actually move forward in a constructive way for the benefit of the entire community, for the benefit of the management, and the benefit for the future for everybody that is involved. So I'm very, very happy to have Jensen Lim with us on this call today, which will give us some exciting news and information regarding M3, and also, of course, an update about L7. And Rune, myself, and other leaders have been working in the background to come up with solutions that will actually benefit the entire L7 community if they take that advantage of utilizing it. And I'll actually let Jensen share some of that and what we've actually been able to work as a solution. Like Rune is very solution oriented. Me personally is also very solution oriented, and looking for ways and opportunities that enables us to benefit, that actually can turn something that's been a bit rough into something that is really positive. So with that said, I'm pleased to introduce Jensen. So please unmute yourself, Jensen, and I'll actually hand it over to you. And then we'll actually get some other speakers on board as we get along. So Jensen, are you there? I think you need to unmute yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
I already unmuted. Hi,
Yeah.
Thor, is it possible to continue speaking for another 5 minutes? I'll
Oh
come
yeah,
back
of
in a bit.
course. No worries. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Yeah. Um,
Thank you.
what I'll reiterate, like Jensen is actually on his way from Dubai to Malaysia. Rune is actually on his way down to Dubai very shortly. I think he's leaving next week. Me personally, I'm on holiday, but also working at the same time. And I think that a lot of people can actually start a bit with L7. I think like a lot of people have already experiencing that they're starting to receive the new LSDs onto their MetaMasks. One thing that people need to be aware of in that sense is that this is a manual operation that is being conducted by the company, so they've been working flat out. So if you're still asking for withdrawals every single day, I will please ask all of you to only make maybe one withdrawal of LSD a week, because it creates a clutter and a very, very large portion to go through manually. I think a lot of you have experienced that, and I think a lot of you have also seen that it starts hitting wallets. You can also go and exchange these LSDs. I've also gotten a lot of messages about people wanting to buy LSDs because of the market price, and that they also expect that to go up, not in the short term, but in the long term. So they would really like to get their hands on some cheap LSD coins. You can do that through different exchanges.
It's always like that. When shit hit the fan, then rumors started flying. You see, so when rumors started flying, then you see when sometimes when we were in trouble, no matter in your life or in business, when you're in trouble, most of the people in the market, they are not there to basically put out their hand to help you out. Instead, they basically step on you for another 1 or 2 foot. Okay, so basically, this is the situation that we're in, and I believe that most of you guys already had this call with me, and I already explained to you regarding the situation regarding Jack. All right, so we will not go into that detail now, but the good news is, we already spoke to the lawyer, and in 2 months' time, most probably he'll be out. But like I said, most probably. All right, so we are hoping for the best for him. But until today, we still have nothing. So after we finally got all this, what do you call that, the control of backend system and everything, that we thought that we finally can get it resolved. But now we are facing with a very huge roadblock whereby, since until today, he's still not out. And all the people, all the IP that used to work for him that's in China, all of them went hiding. So we couldn't reach anyone at all. So we are also stuck here. That's the reason why we were forced to basically change to a new address, a new contract, smart contract, so that we can basically make it manually to send out, what do you call it, the LSD to each and every request. So I believe why Toreno asked you guys not to basically ask for withdrawal every day, because currently now it's all very manual. We need manpower sitting there in front of the computer almost 24/7, and just by clicking approval for your withdrawal on LSC. And this actually really put a huge toll on how to say, on every one of us. Why? Because we have been working tirelessly until one of our very dear friends that I believe most of you guys know, his name is Nigel. So he has been working day and night non-stop, and he didn't sleep for 3 days, 3 consecutive days right after the withdrawal. So I showed the picture to Runa, Torena, and also Sanders. They have seen it. So he basically, out of exhaustion, he fell flat on his face onto the ground, onto the asphalt. So he got, I think, about 6 stitches in his mouth and 9 stitches on his face. So yeah, basically, we have been doing everything that we can, everything in our power to try to salvage the situation, and try to ease the pain. But other than, other than complaints, or other than pointing fingers at us, we do not really receive any gratitude. But it's okay. We are here for the long run, so we are not here to basically get your thanks or anything like that. But this is the actual fact. But I do know that a lot of people in the market are talking shit about us, talking shit about your leaders, but they are the real ones who are actually pushing in the work to make sure things getting resolved and find a solution. So during this period of time, I know it's hard. You know, basically, you can see the people who they are right after when the shit hit the fan. Okay, most people when troubles come, the first thing they'll choose to do is actually to run away and also to point the finger out. So they become the victim. All right. And the rest of the people, or maybe the people they are pointing at, will become um, uh, the bad person who are basically creating this situation. But it's okay. We are not here to basically, how to say, talk bad about other people, but we're here to basically let you guys know about what kind of solutions that we have. The reason why a lot of people say that, oh, nowadays they already forgotten about L7, no one is caring about L7, they already changed the name to M3, blah, blah, blah. You know, seriously, if let's say they're sitting right in front of me, I really want to punch them in the fucking face. Seriously, I don't give a damn who they are. Those motherfuckers, they just sit there and just talk. And what the fuck did they did from back then when Jack was arrested until today? What did they do? Other than talking, nothing else. So we have been working our ass off non-stop and finding solutions. This is actually the hardest path that we can go down to. To also tell you guys very fucking frankly, okay, I need to be very frank with you guys. You see, I'm in the same boat as you all are, okay, literally. Okay, I have my community in Malaysia and I have my community in China, Indonesia, in the Asia market. Yes. Let me show you one thing. Okay, can I share my screen here? Yes. All right. Using their speculation or what they think suits them and basically just talk shit about us. There's so many rumors going around saying that, you know, Jensen, Eddie Chong, all these guys are basically gathering up and trying to steal community members away from L7. And there's even the funniest rumors I've ever heard is like, you know, they purposely don't want to save Jack so that they can overtake the business. I think those people really watch too much movies. You know, so whatever they say, you know, I can only use one thing to basically prove to all of you guys. Just now I already showed you my wallet. You see, I believe none of you guys have that kind of amount of LSD like me. But no, I'm not selling any. And I'm not selling any, but I'm not asking you guys to buy any. Don't get me wrong. Remember very clearly, I tell you guys not to buy. You see, and also currently now we are finding solution like, you know, previously when we finally we were looking through our IDO list back then. Okay, when shit hit the fan, we were thinking, what should we do? And until the lawyer told us this is the real situation and we know that he will not come out so soon, then we need to find a solution because we cannot ask all of you guys to sit here without doing anything and without earning anything. Everyone needs to live their life. All right. So, but what can we do? So we went through all our lists that we're supposed to basically go through, go to our, how to say, initial decentralized exchange, okay, our IDO. So we went through the IDO list and we found this project, which is doing layer 2. So hence the reason we were thinking, since they are building a layer 2 chain, and whatever asset that we have previously built on L7, why can't we move those assets over? Asset as in not money, asset is like as in like the centralized exchange, the decentralized exchange. Why do I call them asset? Because you need to understand to build a centralized exchange, you need millions of dollars. Decentralized exchange is the same. You need time, you need money. But if today we let L7 just go die like this, then what will happen? Everything will just go to waste. It's literally like if let's say today you have a public listed company listing on Nasdaq. Okay, so when you list your company in Nasdaq, imagine now currently your company is dropping like how to say, your share is actually dropping like nobody business. All right. So what will you do? Will you just close down your company? Yes. That would be the stupidest thing that any person can do. Why is there so many shells public listed companies going around in the market? Because all this are assets. Although the company have no money, it's okay because whatever you have built equals to money. They are all assets. They can basically turn into money. We can sell the public listed shell to any other company whereby they need the requirement, and all this can make it into money. You see, we can sell it, but not now. Now, when L7 is not moving, everything is stagnant. Nobody is going to spend a single cent to buy. So why? By all means, we need to find any possible way, every possible way that we can basically rebuild L7 so that, all these assets can turn into money that we can put into a liquidity pool so that everyone will have a good day. But before we go until that point, people are already spreading rumors, writing negative stuff online. All right. You know who you are. Okay. So I don't need to name names, but you know who you are. So basically, all these rumors, all this negative stuff, before you really knowing what's going on and putting it online, you think it's actually trying to help your friends and family. But actually, no. You are basically tarnishing or maybe putting a bad name on your own asset. Sometimes human beings are so weird. You want to get back your money, you want to try to basically get back everything that you have lost, but at the same time, you want to tarnish that particular brand. So how is it possible that we use the same brand to make money? Impossible now. So when it's impossible, we need to find other ways. So to find other ways, then what we can do, basically with the layer 2 chain that we have, as I already mentioned just now, we just basically take whatever asset that we have, meaning that whatever tools that we can use and move it over to a new company. You see, just imagine like this. If today we really want to revive L7, all right? So I'll open up a liquidity pool. Ask yourself sincerely, if today we started a liquidity pool, if let's say with our member, everyone just put in 1,000, we will have more than, easily we will have more than 100 million. Okay? If let's say based on the record that we have 170,000 people, one person put in 1,000 US dollars, we will have 117 million US dollar of worth of liquidity pool. And everything will be resolved immediately. Immediately. But will you? Please ask yourself, will you? The answer will be no. So when the answer is no, then what else can we do? If let's say today, we still use the brand L7 with all this negativity in the market, in Telegram group, in Facebook, in everywhere, even on YouTube. My name is also even mentioned on YouTube. Yay. So just imagine with that. And what can we do? We go out to the market, we try to do business, we try to look for funders to help out the whole situation. Do you think that if let's say today you have $1 million that I want you to be part of our partners to basically help to rebuild L7, and you don't tell me that you will not go online and do your due diligence and check who L7 is. And once you did that, and you see all the shit that people are writing about us, then what will happen? Will you still put your money? No. The answer is fucking no. So since every possible way that we tried to do, it has been roadblocked by our own people. And then now everyone's basically trying to cry out and say that, we need to get things resolved. Yes, we do. But we need to find a way. So the only possible way for us to do it is actually to basically move whatever tools that we have. And we go into the market and find back all the people that used to work for L7 one by one and pull them back together and rebuild L7 at the same time and build M3. Okay, the project that we are going into, the blue chip project, is called M3. So we moved all our assets into M3, and during that time, when we planned this, we invited leaders to fly themselves because we do not have any funds. All the funds are rejected, including our funds as well. Okay, so we were in Dubai and we were meeting with GC and trying to pull everyone back, the team back together. So what happened was we invited leaders and Brunner fly himself out to Dubai to meet us. And at first, yeah, he was also very angry at us. Of course, why will not he be angry with us? Every leader basically meet us, they wanted to kill us. But after they really understand what we are actually doing, and he himself, we meet up with the owner of the CEO, the founders, the owner of Utopia, a project, okay, whereby that project have more than 70,000 IPs underneath their belt. If let's say today we are using L7 Lab, we have our lab to incubate project. If we use L7 Lab to go and meet them, do you think that they will say yes to us? They will just ask us to fuck off. But luckily, we have the brand M3, so we meet up with them, and they see us with really who we are, but not based on L7. They did their due diligence, they study who am I, who is Eddie Chong, who is GC, who is James, who is everyone in the team, and they come on board. Now they are also part of the DAO itself. And whatever we face in L7, we make a huge change here because we are making it into a DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization. So there's no boss, no one person handling the company, but every one of you who willing to join us, like I said, listen closely, willing. Who are willing to join us, welcome. Who are not, it's okay. We are not forcing anyone, but we are just trying to help. And I believe, okay, people who talk in the market until today, trust me on one thing, they're still broke. I can assure you that. The people who talk most, the people who complain most until today, they're still broke. But the people who really wanted to make a change and the people who really put in the effort, okay, and to try to find a solution with us, okay, now they already make money. And hence today, they asked me to basically make this call with you guys. First thing first, to let you understand the situation. Secondly, to also let you guys see what we really can do for everyone. The situation now, okay, is literally like COVID. I believe everyone here have a very deep, how to say, memory, or maybe I can say that, a very bad experience with COVID. COVID is some fucking virus that nobody wants. Okay, no one wants happen, but it happened, right? When it happened, so yeah, every government trying their way, trying to find a solution. There's no particular one way to make it better. Everyone in the whole world was caught off guard, and we were just trying to basically cope with it. Every government are only doing their best that they think that is the best way to help their country. No matter which decision that any government in the whole world did, there's always complaint. There's always opposition who basically say that they are wrong. But at the end of the day, the lockdown who locked us at home, we don't like it. Everyone complain. We don't have freedom anymore. We have free will. We wanted to do whatever we want. But when the shit gets real, meaning that people really started dying, then yeah, a lot of people started to be afraid and stay home. So during that period of time, it's exactly like now in L7 and M3. We have two options. One, we sit tight, sit at home, stock out on the tissue paper, stock out on your food, stay home, do nothing. All right, wait for the whole situation in the whole world to become better. That's one way of doing things. Second way, put on the globe, put on the face mask, then come out to the market and work, find opportunities. No matter you want to become a delivery boy or whatsoever, find solution. Because why? Money puts food on the table. So, same thing. All of us here, we are finding ways to basically we can put food back on our own family's table, at the same time on the people who are willing to let us help them. Okay. Now everyone is in the pool. We can only basically put out our hand. Whoever want to grab on it, yeah, come on. Whoever don't want to come on to grab on it, it's fine. We are not forcing anyone to. So before I continue to share with you what we are actually doing here, I really wanted someone to basically give a few words to you guys. But before I go there, okay, I also wanted to remind all of you, okay, I need to remind all of you a very, very important thing. L7 doesn't belong to me. L7 doesn't belong to Eddie Chong. We can just choose to walk away. If we choose to walk away, if we took that option, all right, then basically we can go to China and find Jack. That's it. But we choose to stay and fight and stand with you. Until today, we are not going anywhere. That's the reason why I'm still sitting here talking to you guys. And plus, is there anyone so stupid or like an idiot, a bunch of idiots, who started a new project and still put their face with all the negativity behind? But we choose to show our face because we have nothing to hide. And we are in the same boat as all of you guys. As you've seen just now, I already showed you my asset. I already showed you, if let's say back then when LSD was $11, just do a calculation with 260,000 LSD token, how much money do I have? So we can literally choose to walk away and don't give two fucks. But because we give a fuck. So that's the reason why we are doing this. Whether you like it or not, it's happening. It's literally like COVID. Whether you like it or not, it's here to stay. So now I'll pass the microphone, if possible, to Runa and let Runa share about how was his feeling when he chose to fly to Dubai, and also what did he see with his own eye. And he had his doubt, but after he really understand and he saw what we are actually trying to do, and in which aspect of his life things change. After that, after Runa shared his point of view, I would hope, Camila, if let's say you are free, you can also basically open your mic and also to share with everyone else as well. Okay, so, and also one more thing, sometimes, no, it's not sometimes, it's every time when shit hit the fan, people will come out and try to be hero. But by word of mouth, by talk. Remember one thing, talk is cheap, words is cheap. We don't just talk, we basically action. We take action, we create the solution, we find out what we can do to basically salvage the whole situation. So that in the near future, we have a hope to basically revitalize L7. So that's my sharing now. So, Runa?
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Jensen. Thank you very much for taking your time to come on board to inform us in the community. Very good to see a lot of people here today. Unfortunately, I can see a lot of people that has been in a good way, what should I say, ask for the information, assume a lot in the groups, make a lot of noise in the group. They are even not here. when we are giving the information, and that is, I don't really understand it. So for all of you that are here today, I'm very, very happy to see you. So first of all, when this thing happens, we was in a very, very good mood in the L7. We was so on the right way. We was so in what you call it. We was just before the really, really duplication and the takeoff for L7. This obstacle or this situation happened. As you also mentioned, Jensen, every companies, even they are in the beginning or in the mid phase or have been established for several years, they will meet obstacle. Everyone meet obstacle. There can be small obstacle, but this obstacle regarding the situation with Jack, that is completely unfair, that we know how the L7 system was and is. So it's so fair that he is actually arrested in China. I don't want to speculate in that. We have to just say, okay, we have to deal with it. There is nothing else we can do. When we have that big, big obstacle, a really huge obstacle, where we have 35, 40 million dollars locked in a liquidity pool, it will be the catastrophe for the most of companies. They will just have to close, and a lot of people will lose their money. So therefore, I am so happy that Jensen, Adi took, especially to Jensen and Adi, took the action. You know, if this have been a scam, it would be easy, then they could just leave. But when it's not a scam, when we meet obstacle, there is only about the management we have, what action are they, I will call them rock in the river. Therefore, they find a solution with the M3, starting with M3 before the original plan. And for me, myself, when I go to Dubai, I was so frustrated. I was so frustrated, just like all of you. I need to know what is the plan, what is the way further, what about those people have bought NFT, what about those people have in the liquidity pool, the basic farm, and so on. So when the management take that action, and I, as a leader, one of the leader that understand, and I have 100% truth and belief and safety in the management. That is my security. It is the management behind the company. That is the most important for me. And also the rest of the leaders, we are really, really stand together. Camilla in UK, to Einar, Sonder, Tarja, Joachim, a lot of really, really good, strong leaders. And when we do that, in the Norway and Scandinavia and England and UK and Ireland and so as well, we have a chance to what you say, to also do what is necessary that everybody will have their money. No one will lose any money. So they have said, and I have told a lot of times, they need to do it step by step. If the situation with Jack was okay, he was released to tomorrow and next week, it will just be a huge bonus. But we have to work like we cannot have access to that liquidity pool. And that's want to share something to you. When I understand how the M3 Marsverse was taking over before it was originally planned to start, it was very, very good, because Gerald Chack, James Luca, everybody in the management was 100% all in. I was also so lucky, as Jensen meant, that I met Emmanuel in Utopia. We talk a lot about the L7 and so on. And Jensen have been clear a lot of times, we need to do it step by step. As he used to say, first thing first. So we have to take step by step. And even though now we are releasing the LSD from the basic farming, the people don't even then trust. I not say all of you, but a lot of people don't trust. They're starting with assuming. They're starting to give unsecureness into the community. Actually destroy their own business. I don't understand it. So what M3 is actually it's very simple. It is a DAO, a decentralized organization, that we are owner, and we are the owner because of the token we have, the MCD token. It only exists 2.1 million, and 90% will go out to us in the community if we want to take that opportunity. Otherwise, we can sit and wait. For me, I will grab this opportunity, because if you understand this opportunity that is just in our hand, it is an amazing opportunity. So please try to understand what M3 is and why M3 is implemented right now. And also, I will shortly, because in the M3, in the Masters, in the Web3, it's all about to connect the traditional business into the digital business. And how do we do that? We need a community. If everything was in normal plans with L7, we will be 1 million in the end of this year. And imagine how powerful will it be if we was 1 million into the M3, and then we released the decentralized IG. That is a huge trend right now. We are not there now where we would wish to start it. We don't start at zero, but we don't start at the top. We are starting with 50%, I will say. And we are in over 100 countries. And without a community, there is no help what any of business you have, because without any members that will buy your products or use your service and so on, you need to have a community. Therefore, we have the opportunity to buy an avatar for have daily yield for 0.5 to 2% every single day, daily payout in 9:30 UK time and 10:30 Norwegian time. It is amazing, and that's why we are attracting the community. And how do we attract the merchants, the partners? That is in a very smart way, because 20% of all our earnings day by day, every day, every week, every month, around all the globe, will be put in at 20%. You need to shop, and that way we will attract a lot of merchants and so on. And also, I don't know, you want me to tell about the deal we have been talked about, Jensen, or will you take that part to Einar?
I think
Okay.
it's just to reiterate a few things of what you said, Rune.
Yeah.
Like, you've been down there several times. You're actually also going back next week. We have also had a lot of other leaders traveling down and seeing and understanding I think the key point here is the credibility of the management and the people in M3, and also that was in L7 that is still here, and also to just, I think, reassure everybody that the entire management is working to find solutions for everybody in L7, and also providing a vehicle to move forward that will speed up the process with L7 with M3. And we've been working quite diligently for a long time with the management and everybody. And just to let everybody know, like, we're really solution oriented for everybody. And this has been, like Rune said, for me personally as well, a bit of a slap in the face. But once that slap in the face falls down, it's very important that you move forward. And like you said, like, a lot of the complainers within the community, they're not even bothering spending their time to actually get information. And I think that I would like to enforce to everybody that is on the call, please help us stop those naysayers and those people that are just creating a fuss. Let's just kill them at the door so they stop this shit, which will just affect all of our business. And I would just ask everybody on the call to please facilitate in that. If you see that in any groups, if you hear that from anybody, like, hey, you're not actually part of the solution, you are now part of the problem. And we are hard working on finding the solution. And Jensen, maybe you can share with all of us some of the solutions that we've actually come up with some of the assets that we have in L7, and how we can utilize that to actually get within the M3 community in a very smart and positive way, that can also leverage some of the earnings we've already had in L7, and a solution that we've all come to find that will benefit both parties.
All right.
So Jensen,
So
I'll leave it to you.
Before I go into that, actually, I believe this actually should be brought up by you guys, because actually this initiative is actually brought up by you. So, but before we go into that, I would like to invite someone to basically share something with you. I believe that person is Camilla, and she is one of the first to basically experience that from Torreno, Sanders, and also Rune. So I believe, testimonials, how to say, works best, because why? She has everything to prove, rather than just words, you see, like those naysayers. Like, she has everything to prove, because all this has been happening when you put up your hand that you need saving, and we were here. If let's say you wanted to help yourself, we are here to help. But if let's say you don't, then I'm so sorry. But like I said, so I would like Camilla to say a few words.
Thank you very much, Jensen, and good evening, everyone. I'm just going to share my experience in a very short way. I guess it really started when I was in Kuala Lumpur, because that's when I realized that this beautiful vehicle of L7 that I'd chosen was not going to be my vehicle anymore. And to be honest with you, I was really devastated. I came back from there, and it probably took a week or 10 days for me to process everything that had happened. But I always had a driving force inside me that I wanted to move on, and I wanted to move through. So I decided to sit down with myself and with Tor and with Rune and work out the things that I had to, that were the positives that I could move forward with. And there were 4 of them. The first is the team of people in Jensen, GC, Eddie, and James. These 4 men I got to know in L7, their experience, their connections, their honesty, their integrity. I mean, they're just really, really nice guys. I want to work with people like that. And I want to follow them because, you know, I can't pick a crypto project myself. I'm just not experienced enough, but I'm sure as hell going to follow one that GC picks. So that was my number one, that I wanted to follow these guys into the next project. The second thing that was really important for me to move forward was the fact that it was a DAO. What we kind of learned from L7, we've changed in M3. And in a way, Jack, it was centralized because it was all around Jack. He held the keys to everything. So the DAO is an opportunity for us to set up this new project, M3, in a really fair, positive format. And so I'm very excited about the DAO. The third thing is that a lot of when I sat down in Kuala Lumpur and spoke to GC, he said that, you know, his department was the department that came in with profits month on month on month with L7. And he's the guy so what we've missed out in L7, we've got in M3 because GC is choosing these projects. He is bringing them to the table. So everything that I was actually very excited about in L7 is going to be happening in M3. So that was the third point. And my last point, which kind of came with understanding, was, okay, this project is time sensitive. And that is, if you want to be involved in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and phase 4, and if you don't know what that means, look at any recording of Kelvin doing a presentation on M3. If you want to benefit from all 4 phases, which is an extraordinary position to be in, it's time sensitive. So you need to get your head around it and make your decisions. So I hope that kind of helps you hang your hat on a few things, and to process and to, most importantly, move forward. So thank you very much. Over to.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Camilla. And it's so important for people to understand that what happened, the situation we have talked about several times, also from the official, from Jensen, and also from us leaders, also from you, Camilla, and all the leaders. It is so important to know that M3 is not because L7 didn't work, but it was implemented before. This is so important to say, because now a lot of people think, okay, they didn't, L7, they have taken the money, now they start a new one. How idiot would the management be? As Jensen said, we are still facing the same, but in a different company. No, it's not. It is another way, only for secure our assets. Yes.
And that's really what I also like when we came to the solution. And I think a lot of people are waiting for, okay, what can we do with the LUSD? Like, what's the icing in the cake, and what's the option that we've actually been able to accommodate? And first of all, this is something that is for the Norwegian and the UK community, for our branch that has this option. And I think that all of us, we have NFTs. We are producing LUSDs. Some of us are converting those LUSDs into LSDs. Some of us are staking the LUSDs. And people have asked, like, what can we use them for? Like, and like me personally, like a lot of people, if this instance with Jack, to get into the details, things would be a bit different in the scenario. But hey, let's see if we can find some solutions that are actually beneficial for M3, for us as community members of L7, how it can benefit you as an individual, how can you leverage what you already have produced and also get the benefits from that, and also, like Camilla mentioned, actually taking part in all of those for airdrops of coins. So I think we should just crack the nutshell and share what we've actually come up with. And it's an option for you to get into M3 with the use of your LUSD. Of course, there are some rules and regulations and requirements for you to use them. Sam, I want to just say that this is something that is free of choice. It's not something that you have to do. It's something that is an offer for you, that you can actually start leveraging what you already have in a positive way. And let's say that you had $500 worth of LUSD. You would have the option to exchange that $500 worth of LUSD into an avatar in M3 of $100. So it's a 5-to-1 ratios. So you can exchange LUSDs into an avatar, either a $100 avatar, a $500 avatar, $1,000 avatar, a 5,000 or 10,000, depending on what you want. So that is something that is optional. For you to be able to utilize that, you need to inform your leader. So if you're in the Runa's team, Sander's team, Terje's team, or my team, just let us know and we'll get you on that list. And there are, of course, some requirements for this on your end. Because
Yes. And so one more thing, guys, because I really need to make a move, I need to basically go boarding now. So Torino, sorry to basically stop you there, but I want to make one thing very, very clear. Everyone is doing their part, all right, including us. We are also doing everything that we can, including your leaders, all right. If let's say they didn't spend time on building, what do you call that, M3, whatever they just said now is not possible. All right, they are. You know what happened now? They are using their profits that they earn from M3, and they are using that to basically buy your LSD, primary LSD, and also LUSD from you. So everyone will have a chance to fight for themselves again. So they are the ones who basically initiate this and come to me. So I said yes, okay, I can basically let's find ways to basically make this happen. So you need to be very, very thankful to all of them, because why? They did their very best to do everything that they can to help the community. Rather than like the naysayers, they just talk. Okay. So guys, I really need to make a move. In basically thank you so much for this how to say listening to me. And if anything, you guys need another call like this, or maybe in a deeper understanding of what M3 is and how everything relates to how everything doesn't relate, but in a way it can help L7, then let's jump on another Zoom call.
Thank you very much, Jensen. I just want to have one question, because this is something that a lot of people are wondering about. In worst case, the situation with Jack will still be for years, just as let's assume. We will not have access to the liquidity pool. What will happen to our assets we have in L7?
Sitting in the liquidity pool.
One more.
Sitting still in the liquidity pool.
Yeah, but
so
how...
one day, if the Jack is not out, there's no other way. There's no other way.
Okay, have a safe flight to Vietnam.
Yep. No, I'm not going to Vietnam. I'm going back to Malaysia.
To Malaysia. Okay, I thought you was going to Vietnam.
No.
Have a safe trip to Malaysia.
Thank you, Jensen.
All right. You're welcome. All right, we'll see you guys then.
yes, thank you so much, Jensen.
Bye-bye. All right.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
Thanks, guys.
So let's get back to the offer that we started sharing. Jensen, he's actually sitting in a lounge in an airport, so he needed to jump on. I'll jump off. And let's just continue with that offer, how we can use our LUSDs, or actually primary LSDs as well, for the exchange into M3 if you want to. So the ratio, just to reiterate, it's 5-to-1. So if you want to get $100 avatar in M3, you can use $100 or $500 worth of LUSD, or $500 worth of primary LSD. So this is for primary LSDs and or LUSDs, 5-to-1 ratio. And of course, then you're actually using the money that you're already leveraged to leverage more. Okay, why is the company giving this offer? Is because they would like us to benefit within that community. And of course, there are some requirements to meet. So let's say that you took advantage of this offer with your LUSD or LSD. There is a requirement that you actually create a volume of 15x within M3 in relation to the avatar you bought. So let's say that you used 500 LUSDs, got an avatar of $100, then the revenue from that avatar will be released once you have group volume within M3 of $1,500. That's 15x. And of course, maybe this is something that you don't want to take advantage of. I know that a lot of people that have really seen, shouldn't maybe use the word seen the light, but in a way they have with M3. And they've also seen the connection that the success of M3 is also related to the success of whatever valuables we have in L7. I think that this has been miscommunicated in many ways, but it's actually very reliant on that. Please keep in mind that Jensen and JC and all the people that are in the management of L7, they are doing this with M3 to also save the community of L7, save your investments. And so we have a choice. Do we want to play? Do we want to play on the same team as them to resolve the issues, getting the growth in M3, understanding the potential of that product, and then at the same time making sure that all of the assets we have in L7 is actually back into our hands, and maybe with a high interest on them as well. Once M3 starts to gather momentum, and they really have gathered a lot of momentum, they will also use some of the revenue from M3 to buy back LSD coins from the market to start getting that market price up again. They're not going to do that at once, but they will do that over the fall. And it will be beneficial if we facilitate with M3 to actually accommodate and actually make that a reality for everybody. And then everybody within our community would be happy. And I think that this is an option that is something that you should take advantage of if you want to. And if not, you shouldn't. If you're still going to build a M3 community and you would like to use your LUSD, this is a fantastic opportunity. I know that a lot of people have jumped on this already. Some people have already been informed. And I would just like to say that please reach out to whoever community leaders if you want to take advantage of this as well. Maybe if you would like you use this offer, Camilla, maybe you would like to share some of your thoughts behind it, what you're doing with it, and also maybe back to you as well, Rune. You're also taking advantage of this. Same with a lot of people within your community. So maybe we start with you, Camilla, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind at all. So what I decided to do was I brought about $10,000 worth of NFTs. So I really was accruing quite a few, and I was building a team. So I had quite a few LUSD and LSD. And I decided to spend 25,000 LUSD to buy a 5,000 avatar, which that avatar times by 4 and makes 20,000. So in my way, it was the most sensible way of bringing out my assets in L7 and realizing them in M3. Obviously, I've got a commitment of a times 15, and you know, I hope to do that over the next kind of 3 to 6 months. So I'll realize that money. But I think it's a fantastic opportunity to bring assets out of L7 and realize them in M3. Thanks.
Thank you so much for that. Rune, maybe you have something to say as well.
Yes, what I done, I used my 50,000 LUSD and get myself a 10K avatar. 10K avatar gives me 50,000 USDT back. So then I have all my money back. That for sure gives me a requirement that I need to have the 15x. That is a volume of 150,000. So, but this is an opportunity for that we can take. As Torstein also said, if you say you use 500 LUSD or primary LSD, you will have $100 avatar, 1,500 in volume. Then you have everything released or up and running. So this is a really, really good offer for us, I think. But we don't need to take it if we don't want. It's a good opportunity. Otherwise, we have to wait for the next step regarding the liquidity pool in the L7 and so on. But now is the first step, as Jensen mentioned also, that the LSD is released from the basic farming. And in the end of the day, every asset will be released. So what about you, Sander? Do you want to say something?
Yeah, thank you. I actually do. I'm going to another meeting in a couple of minutes, so I just got to say a couple of things so the community understands what really happens here. Because, like Jensen said, you got to know this is a deal we guys work out because we were so bad leaders among the community of L7 that we knew we had to do this, and we started making some money. We are now actually taking of our Marsverse profits and making this happen. I'll just wait for a second. And to make this happen...
I was pushed wrong, sorry.
No problem. So we guys really care about you guys. Every single one of us do really care. And it's not so easy to just find a solution on everything. So we worked on this deal. And I got to say, on my part, I actually, it has been hell at times because you do really care about the people you take along for the journey. And I stand by my due diligence about the people, about the company, and the vision of it. And through hell comes also a lot of good times. And the understanding I have now for what really is happening with Marsverse is just awesome. I got to tell you this, guys, because a lot of people think that Eddie Chung, Jensen Lim, and the management team, there is no management team. There just is that part of the DAO. They also have their ID, their avatars. And the same is also with Utopia. It's no partner company that actually is outside of the company. So given the track record of Eddie Chung, Gerald Check, and so on, when they are now as much as part of this as you and I, they have their name. They also have all their incomes through the DAO. Do you believe those guys will take care of their baby when you are looking on how they are taking care about L7, and they are doing that shit for free just to take care of us and all of our investments? And the faith and the trust and the relationships with the leaders or the core of Marsverse and L7 has just grown so much stronger for me over the course of the last 3 to 5 months, because this is now, you see what they're built of. And I got to finish off with this. We've seen a lot of sexy stuff come through L7, but all of that has been built on utility. And if we are lucky, a lot of people will start to use it because it has some utility. But I got to say, the projects that are now coming in through GC, that's products and services that will make people convert into Web3 space just because the products are so sexy. They are built, a lot of them, on the Web2 platforms, which are recognition proven concepts and games and so on. I'm just, oh my God, I'm really excited for the future. And don't take the advantage of the offer that we have put out if you don't see the value of L7. If you're not long-term about L7, I gotta say this, or you see that these people are real people working until they fall over and smother their faces. It was a crazy picture. So I just got to say, these people has heart, and they are as much as part of the DAO in M3 as us. They're in it as much as us. So just comprehend there's no boundaries. We are all the same organism. So with that, I got to say thank you, Tor, and you also, Rune. And again, thank you to Camilla and all the other leaders of this community. Yeah, I'm just grateful for every single one of you, and we have grown to be a strong family. I gotta say so. Yep, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Sander.
Yes, thank you so much, Sander. Very good. Like we've been on now for about 1 hour and 20 minutes. I don't know if anybody on has something that they would like to say. You always have something to say at the end. Maybe you would like to say something now as well. That would be nice. If not, that's fine. And I hope that a lot of you see the potential and that we're working diligently to come up with the best possible solutions for our entire community. I know that a lot of people have grabbed M3 and they're really starting to make good money on that as well. I know that people are starting to receive their LSD coins in their MetaMask. Some people choose to hold on to them. Some people choose to sell them. Like, there's no right or wrong here. You choose what you want to do with your coins and your assets. The same with your LUSD. The offer that we made, like to utilize. It's all in your hands. We will continue with these Zooms on a regular basis. We will continue to inform you about the progress of L7. We'll continue to inform you about M3 and also the progress that is moving along. Just like to let everybody know that August is a big month for M3 with a lot of cool news and updates that will be shared that will blow people's minds off when they see what they've actually been doing and who they're actually partnering up with. So that's the last thing I wanted to say. Rune, any last words?
Yes, I totally agree with you. And also, it's very, very important also to know that the Utopia, the biggest media finance company in the world, 70,000 brands in their portfolio, and they are also releasing the Ucoin listing on I think it's the 1st of August, in the beginning of August. It is a lot of huge things that's going to happen. So it's very, very important for you to know, follow those people that have the correct information and also the official announcement from the company, so that you have the safeness that you have the correct information and not that only from people that assume. Because that is the worst thing we can do, is assuming. So that is very, very important. I can also see Ingar Christiansen and Tore Kongshaug have raised hands. So shall we shortly let them say something? I think so.
Let's do that.
Hi, this is Inger. Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Hello.
Good. I was just wondering, can you please explain the offer one more time? I understood the 1 to 5, but what was the 15 thing about?
Okay, the 15x is basically a volume that you need to create in M3. Let's say that you used your LUSDs, 500 of them, got a $100 avatar in M3, and the revenue that that avatar creates, for you to get access to it, you need to help build the M3 community by creating a 15x volume on the value of the avatar. So if that is a $100 avatar, you need to create a volume of $1,500 for you to get access to the revenue from that avatar that you got from the LUSD, to help build the community, to help build the so that is basically the requirements for us to be able to use our LUSD.
And
At least,
is there a time frame for that?
no time frame. Of course, the quicker you do it, the shorter you have access to the revenue. The longer you spend, the longer it takes before you have access to the revenue.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Good question, by the way.
Yeah. And Tora?
Yeah, I wonder, a lot of people don't have so much in NFTs, so they have so much LUSD. Will the avatars I already have, will they count together with?
The avatars you already have, there are no restrictions on them. It's only the avatars that you buy using your primary LSD or your primary LUSD from L7. So any avatar that you already have will not have any restrictions. It's only the ones that you buy with the value that you're using from L7.
But I don't think you understand my question, because I don't think I have enough LUSD and primary LSD to reach that volume. But together with the one I already have, then I think maybe.
Yeah, okay, well, I think you're confusing a bit of the requirement volume and the requirements to buy an avatar. Like the requirements for the 15x volume is volume within M3. Like if you use LUSD and LSD from your L7 back office to buy an avatar, let's say $100, then you need to create a revenue in M3 or a group volume of $1,500 within M3 to release the revenue from that avatar.
Okay, I think I understand.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay.
It will
Good.
come.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Good.
you.
Good. Yeah.
Thank
Good.
you.
Good.
And it's very important to say over again, this is only an offer for us, an opportunity to use some of our LUSD. So yeah, make sure you understand what it is and get the right information regarding this if you want to use your LUSD or your primary LSD.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
Okay, we have Per-Ove. I think Per-Ove also, just unmute yourself.
I'm unmuted. You hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Back to the last question. If some of the people don't have enough ULSD or primary LSD to reach a new avatar, can they use, for example, MM in M3 to combine it?
No.
No.
I don't think so. We need to check it. No.
Yeah.
So in that opinion, they have to take some fresh capital to reach it.
Yes, it's
We don't know. We don't know if you can use combination of different assets, like that you can use MM in combination with LUSD and LC. We don't know, so we can't say yes to it because we don't know if that is an option.
as I
I
understand
think
it.
special on those people
Not
don't
an
need
option.
because they have too less of the LSD, LSD.
Yo, guys, I can say this right away. It's not an option to combine the two. I don't think it is, because it's due to that we are actually buying LUSD at some point. And I think it will be a lot of work, but still, Per-Ove, talk to the guy or leaders or somebody in your community, because that's the best thing I can say to everyone. Reach out to your sponsors and make sure to get the right information, because or else we will spend like 2 hours in creating chaos. So reach out to your nearest leader, and if you don't have one, reach out to Tor Einar, Rune, Tarje, Joachim, or some of the other great leaders in our community, just to get help, because people need the right information this time, not to create confusions and so on.
Yeah. So for
Yes,
the time being, let's stick to what we know, and that's that you need to have either the one or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the way I understand it as well, that we cannot do the combination. Because
Yeah.
either you buy an avatar in a normal condition, and otherwise you can use your LUSD with the requirement of 15x.
Yeah.
So that is only the opportunity. So for us,
Yeah.
so.
I know what we also will do in the middle of this coming week. We will also do like a recap of this call in Norwegian, just to make sure that everybody understands the information. We'll probably do that fairly quickly. It will be announced in groups this evening or tomorrow morning.
And I will
So-
also recommend to say, don't write a lot of things in the group regarding this. Contact your leader and get the answer. Otherwise, we are not doing this for getting more confusing or getting more people insecure. Don't take this in a negative way. This is only meant as a positive way for us from the company.
Yeah.
We have used a lot of efforts with the company for getting this.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're gonna end it there.